Well, a good evening to all of you listening out there and watching on the Twin Lakes Sports Net. This is the final game of the day of the Billy Ply Classic. It's a boys game. It's the boys portion of the Billy Ply Classic. Had the girls last week. Had a really back and forth game last game between Forest City and who was that? Manila. As Flippin's in their home whites, red trim, black numerals. Moving from left to right in front of you here, Woodlawn, the Bears, Dot Bears, will be in their road blacks with gray trim, gray. It's more charcoal lettering, actually, not gray. As this shot is missed, offensive rebound down to Davis, and this is rejected. Davis got his own shot back, missed the shot, and it's rebounded by Raylan Lawson. Back up top, Lawson. Glad you're with us here this evening. Hit the subscribe button for us if you haven't already. You can stay up to date every stream that goes on. Down to 15 on the shot clock. No score yet. Now we have a score as this basket's good by Jackson Martin. Around Pine Bluff, if I remember correctly, if I understand my geography, as this three-pointer's good! Cole Rogers from downtown, and Flippin has the lead. He's back up top. Over to Booth. Peril Martin brothers. This reminds me of like one of Eric Musselman's teams at Nevada. He had two players that went to the NBA that were Martin twins then, and there's a pair of Martin twins out here for Woodlawn. This shot was missed, rebounded by Flippin. A little extended pressure by Woodlawn. As this three-pointer's on the way, this one rattled around, wouldn't fall, hit the front of the rim. Offensive rebound. Another shot on the way. This one's rebounded down to the hands of Raylan Lawson. 3-2 our score. Woodlawn trailing, but they do have the basketball. Man-to-man defense by Flippin. As we have a whistle and a timeout. Coach Adair wants to call timeout. Talk with him real quick. We'll take one with him here on TLSN. So Woodlawn takes a timeout, their first one. They'll have 4 remaining as we're under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us here wherever you're watching. Tell us where you're watching. It's an interactive broadcast on Facebook Live and YouTube as this jumper's missed. Offensive rebound, the reverse layup is missed by Martin, Jackson Martin that is, and it's rebounded down to Flippin. Corbin Rogers across the timeline. Pull-up jumper by Gabe Davis is good, and it's 5-2. Flippin in the high side. But they get beat ahead of the pack. On the other end, Caleb Weatherford gets the layup to go and leads back down to 1 just like that. 5-4 our score here. Davis driving. Kicks it out to the corner. Bounce back this way. As the jumper rattles around and falls in by Cole Rogers. Woodlawn pushing the pace quickly. This layup off the window won't go. Offensive rebound won't go in by Raylan Lawson, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot a pair of free throws.
Foul number 2, Rogers. That's his first team foul on the ball game. Lawson goes to the line to shoot 2.
Again, glad you're with us here this evening as this first free throw by Lawson is missed. Apologize. We still in the air?
Yeah, you can still hear.
So, okay, we had a little mishap with our extension cord. We're plugged in now. We have no memory card in, but that's okay. We won't need it. As we're going to have to reset our clock, so I'll be very descriptive with our clock here. We apologize. We had the extension cord plugged into the wall, knocked out. by a passerby. No big deal. We're still here.
That happens at least once a game.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. You still see the score, and I can be very descriptive if I need to be. So Woodlawn has the basketball. Still, glad you're with us here. Jackson Martin gives it off. What a crazy shot that went in by Weatherford. Weatherford's got 6 points already. He's got all 6 points for the Bears. 7-6 our score. Flippin on the high side. As the three-pointer's on the way, high arcing shot is missed by Rogers. Offensive rebound by Rylan Robbins. Falls in. And it's 9-6, Flippin on the high side. Booth driving, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. This one is missed. Rebound to Robbins. Robbins' pass is picked off. 9-6 our score. Woodlawn driving. They have numbers. They dump it down to Lawson. A whistle and a foul is called. It's going to send Raylan Lawson to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. Yeah, shout out our amazing technician, the one-man army, the Swiss Army knife himself, David McBee. Let's check out our sound here. I think we sound pretty good. I don't know. You can let us know if we don't.
I wanted to make sure that didn't get messed up. All right, we're back.
So the shot by Lawson is missed. He'll have the second one. He's one-man army. He's normally... Last week he was camera person, director, statistician. I think he was valet parking cars in the parking lot. Second free throw is good. 9-7. First point of the game for Raylan Lawson. I think he's about 6'4", 6'5 guard. Good little player so far, looks like, for Woodlawn. This bounces low post. Robbins goes to the spin move, kicks it to the corner. Rogers. Back up top. Swung to the corner. Good ball movement by Flippin. Corner three is good. Jordan Aldridge from the corner. 12-7. Flippin with the lead. 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. As this pass is turned over, there's a foul away from it. Would have been a layup for Flippin, but it's hindsight a good foul. All things considered, Landon Booth's called for the foul. First foul of the game for Booth. Second of the game for Woodlawn. Three-pointer on the way. This one hits the back of the iron. Comes right down to the hands of Downs. Bounce to this side, Cole Rogers. Robbins tried to pass it over to the far side corner to Hamilton, and it got thrown away. And Woodlawn will have the basketball again. 3:07 to go in this first quarter. Again, hit the subscribe button for us. Be happy to, if you got anything you want to talk about. We just had 2 Razorbacks coaching in the last game. Tell us your favorite Razorback. Where you're watching from. As this pass didn't look like it was intended for Lawson, but it got to him anyway. Lawson's going to put the moves on. A whistle and a travel is called. And he did. He drug on the first step. It looked like a legal move, but he drug his initial foot that he started with. That's why it was a travel. And Flippin has the basketball again. Robbins now at the the volleyball line. Excuse me. Good pass down to the low block. Hamilton with the layup off the great feed from Rylan Robbins. And now Flippin's up a touchdown. Comes Lawson. Lawson met by a double team. Mid post. Now he skips it back out. Driving inside and a whistle and a travel is called. It's either going to be a travel or a foul, it looked like. One of the officials may have had a foul, but there was a travel first. So Flippin will walk the basketball up. Robbins with the possession. Over to Downs. Downs into the corner. To Rogers. Back to the other Rogers. 2 Rogers on the floor and a Robbins. Robbins tried to get it back to Corbin Rogers. It goes into the backcourt. And it's another turnover for the Flippin' Bobcats. Gabe Davis is back in. He'll replace Rylan Robbins, who'll go to the bench. So Woodlawn finding themselves down 14-7 here in this first period. Again, happy you're with us here this evening. As this kicks out to the right side, three-pointer on the way, won't go, and it's rebounded down to Dominic Hamilton. They tried to throw the pass ahead to Gabe Davis, but it was tipped away. Last touch by Woodlawn. Corbin Rogers will throw in, standing on the A and Bobcats on the sideline. Sent to the corner. Cole Rogers up top. Three-pointer by Cody Downs. Hits it. And the lead's extended to 10 here in the first quarter. 90 seconds to go as the bounce pass is knocked away. Still picked up by Woodlawn. Bodies flying everywhere. Flippin comes up with it. They get it ahead to Gabe Davis, and it's thrown away. And Woodlawn will have the ball again. Again, this is our final contest of the evening. There'll be 4 games tomorrow. Woodlawn and Cotter will play tomorrow. This Woodlawn team will take on Cotter. There'll be Greene County Tech and Forest City as there's a whistle and a foul is called. That's on Cole Rogers. It'll be his first foul, team's third. As Jackson Martin will go to the free throw line. And kind of the marquee game of the afternoon, we think, tomorrow will be Greene County Tech and Forest City, about 1:45. And subject to change, they've been off schedule all night. They started the first high school game of the night at about, supposed to be at 5:45. We're about, this game wasn't supposed to start till 9:15, so I feel like some folks will be in for a surprise in about 15 minutes when we're close to halftime. We're content with, things ending a little bit early, but last game was supposed to start at 9:15. We started a little bit early, which is okay. The second free throw was made, 17-8. Robbins goes to the spin move, fading away. He is fouled in the air, and he'll go to the line, shoot a pair of free throws.
Foul number 4, Rutledge. That's his first, team's second. Robbins at the line to shoot 2.
Rylan Robbins will step to the free throw line. Coach Josh Robbins' son. As this first free throw is nothing but the bottom. Leads back up to 10 for Flippin. With a minute to go in the first quarter. Second one's good. 19-8, Flippin with an 11-point lead here in the first quarter, taking on the Woodlawn Bears. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Driving inside against the zone, left it short out the front of the rim, and it comes right down to the hands of Rogers. Gabe Davis dribbling, kicks it to the corner. Good ball movement by Flippin Davis. 10-foot high arcing jumper's good. 21-8. And the shot clock's turned off. Woodlawn pushing ahead. Landon Booth off the window. Had it knocked away. And here comes Flippin. Flippin can hold for the last shot if they so choose to. Shot clock turned off. 15 seconds to go here. Extended pressure by Woodlawn as it skipped to the far side. Down to 5. Puts up the 3. Left that one short. And it's rebounded by Woodlawn. They won't get a shot off. So that'll take us to the second quarter of action. Flippin all over Woodlawn here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network, 21-8. We'll take a break and bring you the second quarter of action. And we're back here at Flippin as we're ready to get the second quarter of action underway here. 21-8 our score as Woodlawn has the basketball. And we'll walk across the timeline Again, glad you're with us. Hit the subscribe button. We are experiencing slight, just tiny internet issues. Nothing major right now. If you're experiencing buffering, we apologize. And a whistle of travel's called. Raylan Lawson took a step before he dribbled, and he's whistled for the travel. Hit the subscribe button. You know, if worst case scenario, our stream goes down and we have to start a new one, you won't miss any of the action because you get a notification sent to your phone, laptop, whatever you may be watching on, your iPad, your Apple TV, your project, whatever it may be, your Mac, whatever it is. Robbins driving inside, kicks it to the corner. Davis, fadeaway three. This one is short, offensive rebound, down to Aldridge. Kicks it out. Looked like Davis got away with a travel as he tried to scoop that one home, and it's blocked by Lawson. This is kicked to the left side. Wire for no, it's not Wire. It's Caleb Martin, excuse me. As there's a whistle and a foul. It's on Cole Rogers. It's his second personal foul. Team's fourth of the night. As it's bounced inside. Good inbounds play by Woodlawn. The bucket's good by Jackson Martin as he gets that one to fall. About a minute into this second quarter. 21-10 our score. Robbins, he wants the three from the top of the key. Missed it off the heel of the iron. Lawson comes down with it. Some of the Bobcat faithful wanting a travel there, but he still kept his pivot foot firmly on the ground. 6:45 to go as it's bounced to the far side. As about hit the official and Coach Robbins on the sideline. To be fair, Coach Robbins was open. He was ready to go. He was a good player in his day. He would have hit that shot. He was absolutely ready to shoot that one, but he's not playing in the game, sadly, but just a bit outside. You're right. And it's wondering who I'm talking to. It's our amazing producer, technician, David McBee, as this jumper is missed. Rebounded by Lawson. Another rebound for Lawson. That's his fifth. Has Robbins on him like a cheap suit. Lawson driving. Coach Adair wanting a foul. As there's a whistle and an offensive foul. Going to give it to Raylan Lawson. He was out of control. Be the first personal foul for Lawson, team's third. Foul counts 4-3. And so happy you're with us here this evening. Apologize for starting so early. They started all the games really early, and we've been about a half hour ahead of schedule the whole night, which I'm not going to complain, but if you were expecting the game to start at 15 after, you're in for a rude awakening as this pass is knocked away. And it wasn't knocked away, it was thrown out of bounds. And Woodlawn will have the basketball. .5:59 to go here as a long pass is connected. Flippin in man-to-man. Back up top to Lawson, guarded by Robbins. Lawson. Little scoop pass over the side of his head as it's kicked back. Driving inside, a whistle and a travel's called. Caleb Weatherford took a couple extra steps. Weatherford's been quiet in this game. We had the first 6 points of the game, about the first 2 or 3 minutes, and he hasn't done much since then. So they've kept him in check. 1-3-1 action by Woodlawn as this turned over. They switched the defense. Lawson comes up with the basketball. Lawson had it knocked away. It's going to be last touched by Flippin. Corbin Rogers had a great play to knock that one away, but Woodlawn will have the basketball on the baseline. Looking, they get it into Lawson. Lawson, the tallest player on the floor, takes the contact, throws it off the window, won't go, and it's rebounded down to Flippin. Cody Downs with the basketball to the crossover dribble. Looking inside, kicks it to the corner. Looked like he had someone on the block, but he pulled it back and kicked it to the corner. Cole Rogers now tees up the three-pointer in the corner. This one is good by Cody Downs. Excuse me. He's been, the roster I have, he is number 3, but he's number 13. Excuse me. Apologize if his family's watching. And I'll do the best I can with the paperwork in front of me. Driving inside, Martin got it. Booth is called for the travel. Booth ran into 3 Bobcats down there, had nowhere to go, and the only thing he could do was travel. 4:44 left in this first half. Flippin up 24-10. The team has really scored here in this quarter so far. It's been a low-scoring quarter. It was 21-10 at the end of the first. As I say that, the announcer's jinx. The three-pointer is good by Wire. And timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. 27-10, Flippin with the lead here on TLSN. Well, we're ready to roll here. Coach Adair's called his second timeout. He'll have 3 remaining in the ball game. 4.5 to go in this first half. Been a real quiet quarter. Only 5 points combined have been scored in this quarter. 27-10, Flippin on the high side. Three-pointer on the way. The announcer's jinx is working. Business is about to pick up. Landon Booth hits the 3, and the lead is cut down to 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. 14-point lead for Flippin as it skipped to the corner, almost thrown out of bounds. But Wire was able to come down with it. Skip to the corner. Couple crossover dribbles. Now it's back to this side, Davis. On a contact away from the ball. Corbin Rogers getting roughed up. It's kicked to the corner, Wire. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They got to put it up. Davis puts it up at the shot clock buzzer. This one is missed and rebounded to Woodlawn. Weatherford driving inside, takes the contact, a whistle, and a blocking foul is called. Official had to take cover. He had 3 kids running at him. As blocking foul, it's called underneath, and Woodlawn will have the basketball. Trailing 27-13. Again, this is interactive broadcast. This is turned over by Flippin. No, actually, going to stay. It's a jump ball, and it's going to go back to Flippin. This is an interactive broadcast. We had real high numbers in the last game. We had a lot of people watching. Got 2 Razorbacks, Coach. Tell us your favorite Razorback. Tell us who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. Hit the subscribe button. Whole plethora of options, an eclectic buffet of things that you can do. As Wire has it now. 24 on the shot clock, NBA style. Down along the baseline, they kick it back out. Rogers weaving through traffic. Humps down a whistle and a foul. He got slapped on the arm. It's going to be on Landon Booth. It's the second personal foul. 4th team foul for the Bears. As Flippin will throw in to Hamilton. Davis has it now. This shot is missed. Rebounded right down to Raylan Lawson. Lawson run the offense. Lawson, a junior. I'd say, what'd you say he's about 6'4", 6'5", David? Looks about. Good looking student. Had a relatively quiet night, but he's got, my count is correct, he's got close to 10 rebounds. Altered a lot of shots, and he's been a big presence for this Woodlawn ball club that's kept him in the ballpark. Still a 14-point game, but. So Woodlawn, the horn set. They'll reverse it back to this side. They're trying to throw the lob up to Lawson, and it was last touched by Lawson. Knocked away, and it'll be Flippin basketball. Not a bad move on their part, trying to throw it to the tallest kid in the gym right now. Robbins now. Over to Corbin Rogers. Three-pointer on the way from the corner. This one is missed. Rebounded down to Lawson. Raylan Lawson been all over the place tonight. Weatherford, he wants the three. This one is missed. Rebounded by, didn't tell who that was. It was one of the Martins, but it was a foul underneath as well. They're going to give that to Dominic Hamilton. It'll be his second foul. And Woodlawn is in the, it should be in the bonus. Yes, they are. As it's going to send Jackson Martin to the free throw line. 2:23 to go in this first half. 27-13 our score. So Jackson Martin's first free throw. Rattle around, and this one is missed. But Robbins touched it, and it goes out of bounds. Woodlawn will have it. Josh Robbins wanting an explanation on that one. It looked like it was still in bounds, but official thought otherwise. He's a lot closer than I am. So 34 on the shot clock. Shot clock should be reset to 35, but it's 1 second. It really won't matter. So try to get it to Lawson, but Lawson had it knocked away. As a good backdoor play, as great pass down to the last name was Rutledge. There's not even a Rutledge on my roster for Woodlawn. So we're going to call just by his last name as Robbins driving toward the rim, missed the shot, rebounded by Lawson. We do apologize. We don't have a first name for Mr. Rutledge. If anybody from Woodlawn's watching, let us know the young man's first name so we can say his name right. As this pass is almost turned over, but there's a foul as Jackson Martin grabbed him on the arm, and the Flippin will throw in. Jordan Aldridge and Gabe Davis will come back in. .143 left in this first half. 27-15. Woodlawn just kind of hanging around. As this is bounced back to this side to Rogers. Shot off the glass is good by Jordan Aldridge. Leads back up to 14. Woodlawn pushing ahead. Jackson Martin now. Back to Raylan Lawson. Caleb Martin wants the three. This one rattled around, hit every part of the rim and fell out. Flippin has the basketball with 80 seconds to go in the first half. Corbin Rogers kicks to the corner. Three-pointer by Glenn. This was an air ball, but it's an offensive rebound down to Aldridge. Aldridge kicks it out. Back to Davis. Davis weaving through traffic, a whistle and a foul. They're going to say it was on the pass, so it'll be on the baseline. Woodlawn still has one to give. Now Davis is going to line up at the free throw line, trying to sell getting the free throws, but very clearly passing it. So that's the first foul on Caleb Martin. As Davis thought about the three, now he's going to pull up from 16 feet. This one is missed. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Alexander Glenn. And that should send Rutledge to the free throw line for a one-on-one opportunity. It looks like they will. Okay, if everybody from Woodlawn's watching, let us know what this young man's first name is. So we can just call him Mr. Rutledge all night. Ryan Rutledge, thank you. Thank you, Tabert, or whoever you are. I apologize. Ryan Rutledge at the free throw line with a one-on-one opportunity. Of course, as soon as we get his name right, we can't talk about him much more because he missed the free throw. As this was turned over immediately. Caleb Martin driving inside, a lot of contact, missed the shot. And now Flippin coming the other way. It looked like Martin got away with a travel. Excuse me, Rogers got away with one. Now Glenn tried to skip it to the corner. He finally gets there. It was tipped twice. Rogers pulls it back out. Corbin Rogers set in the offense. Davis at the high post, back to Rogers. Jordan Aldridge back to Rogers. 10 on the shot clock now. Davis driving.